Hello. So, I've been thinking for a while that I wanted to show you guys some of my sketchbooks, and I've probably been keeping them in some way for about 10 years or so. But these two are particularly because me and Elle were just travelling and staying with people in the UK, and then we were in Asia for like 3 months over this period that these were filled in, most of the time from when they were filled in. So I think these two are particularly interesting because that's all I could do at the time art wise. So start with this one. So I remember at this point I just wanted to practice drawing again, hadn't done it for a while. So this is just stuff in our flat on books and things. And here's a little guy kayaking there, people there. But anyway, you can see, so that's drawn from life and then partly made up. And that's generally how I worked in all of these. So if something is drawn from life, then I'll probably remember it and have something like that to say about it, about when and where it was. And if not, it'll just be made up, basically. Like this. So I remember I kept thinking about siege towers at one point, those medieval towers you could storm forts with, and I still kind of want to make one at some point as a sculpture. So Ellie's was obviously with me the whole time at this point. She's here right now, actually, like silently laughing at this process. So she's got some drawings here and there and here as well.
Please go.
Bits of writing.
What? I don't even know what that says. You can't just show that to people. It could be. What the fuck?
There's so much shit. Yeah, we'll probably talk a lot of shit, mostly me, because we don't remember what's coming with each page, really.
Skip.
Who's that, Elle? We were looking after a French bulldog for a while, and we are again now, but a different one. This is Maxie, the French bulldog. Held over someone's head. This is Maxie again, in lots of different versions. Looking like some kind of mountain range. This Ellie's drawing a Maxie.
Skip.
More Hoskins drawings. More Hoskins drawings. So she doesn't work chronologically in a sketchbook. So she'll just pick something up and do a drawing, and then she'll have like 50 sketchbooks which are each like 5% filled in and then partly filled in mine. It looks like this. So there's loads of drawings of Elle in these because, again, she's always around and she's lovely. But she hates most of them. Every now and again I'll draw one she likes. I don't know, how do you feel about this one?
It's like apart from the big hunchback of Olympus.
Okay, that's pretty good. Normally she'd say it's disgusting or something. But yeah, she's had like for years like these cloud suit pajamas. And we love the end of the Truman Show when he walks up the stairs into the cloudy sky. So we just combined those two things here.
Oh my god.
A dog riding a sidecar. So that's else.
Not.
Don't know what I was doing there. That's shit. Some little architecturally thing. This looks like a moat. It's a lot of shite. There's a lot of shite that I've never posted on Instagram.
Oh my god.
That's L. That's also L, but that's a really, really...
Awful.
That's a really, really bad one. Yeah, I normally only show the good things, but you have to, we'll say you have to do, you know, loads of shit to reach something good. Gotta get it out of your system. That sells again. I'm glad you're here. It's like half yours. Yeah, another kind of mechanism thing. I was thinking about pulley systems, and somewhere I stayed, they had a pulley system on the roof that pulled stuff to the top of the building like this. Little buildings behind. I am going to do a sculpture show next year, by the way, or be a part of one. So things like this is the kind of stuff I'm thinking about. Things like siege towers and this kind of thing. Oh, yeah. I was just drawing a different side. Quite like this, actually. Proper simple. Just a shape and a human-y figure there. Like a same one with a corkscrew there for that. Not really into circusy looking things, but kind of like that, except for the hat. Don't know why I did it. I think that's made up.
That's clearly based on me getting ready. Very nasty fiction.
She doesn't like getting ready. Everything's shit. Some spiky thing. Quite like that. Remember a friend said to me that my drawings looked like they were inflated or something, like a big inflatable object. I think that definitely does. We're already 8 minutes in.
You'll have to do this as a YouTube video. It's not going to go on Instagram. This can be the start of our vlog.
Okay, right. Vlog one. Okay, I'll start talking less if there's nothing. I quite like that though.
That's Chandler in the bath.
Yeah, Chandler's manly bath. That's a bit creepy. And some mini little dwelling down there.
Whoa, that's actually sick. Did you ever post that?
I did, but I think I took a terrible picture of it.
What's Mars?
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, just like some kind of big cliffside dwelling. So,
you should re-photograph it.
Yeah, I'll scan it in or something. But yeah, at the top there's a little tree house. All goes underground in the cliff. These little cave houses. Little train. Some kind of mine going on. Some little like altars here. Kind of imagining if this world had a religion, I think. These ladders lead you down. And then there's a river going into the cave here. More huts there. Little kayaks waiting to be used. God knows what I've been writing about, so I won't film it too long. Quite like that. It's just made up clothes on a clothesline without the clothesline. That again. Some colour tests. So I think that's when we're starting to plan where we're going and stuff. That's Elle's drawing. I really like that actually.
Don't sound too surprised.
Oh no. But you've been saying everything shit, but that's
Well,
sick.
it is.
Elle's again. Some kind of little bar scene. No one's ever going to watch this.
Really?
Oh, that's when Elle was doing this animation for a company called Sexwise. This koala. And I think I was helping you design things.
No, you were helping me get the
To get like the pose
positioning
right. Yeah.
right. But I designed the koala.
Yeah. This is a... So you can see it on her Instagram. This is a koala who has chlamydia. Doing that. She was doing that a few years ago. Morel. And there. And there. Well, this is we went to Ellie's sister's wedding in Barrow, and I started drawing a bit of a cathedral when I was walking about. This ruined one. Some sheep whilst I was walking about. So I remember that's a statue in the Walker. And then I added this stuff there. And then the background, that's definitely loosely based on, there's a massive quarry near where I grew up, and you could swim around the coast, and then you go through all these sketchy waters with bits of metal in and stuff, and then you could climb up the rocks and you just end up in a quarry, and then they normally ask you to leave, and then you just have to jump off this pier here and then swim back. Some other kind of bar scene. That's a statue from the Walker as well. At least the head is, I think. This mirror here in the back. That's a statue in the Walker too, of Adam and Eve. I quite like that. Put clothes on them there. It's an awful drawing of Elle. And that. And that. Some kind of cloud with legs. A sad kitchen porter. Which I have been several times.
It's a very low sink.
Yeah. They always are low. You have to hunch down, ruin your neck. I remember us thinking about this. We designed some bird. Ostriches have evolved eyes on stalks to peer over things, over the walls people once erected. Oh yeah, we're thinking about like birds that evolved around like the remnants of what humans left behind or something. It's quite cool. There's a ticket from when we went to some national park in Thailand. Like a cow with loads of udders. Some shite. Don't know what that is.
From Life Drawing
Yeah, yeah.
with John.
Yeah, I remember that's John, but I don't know what
No, that's John
that
in
is.
his costume.
Oh. Oh yeah. So this is John Edgley here, an artist in Liverpool. And this was his costume when we did some life drawing event with him. This is this is Ella sat at Barney Beck. The place we go to if we're in our hometown. That's just a running joke now. Looking angry there. Their feet. Yeah, there was all these chopped logs and stuff that day. Wait. So that's also partly Barney Beck. And that's definitely not Barney Beck. I remember drawing that from an ornament in Ellie's mum's house. Yeah, don't know what the fuck I was doing there.
My mum does not have an ornament that looks like that.
It was in that position, but it wasn't puking.
It didn't have hair like that either.
Oh, what did it look like?
I don't have a clue what you're on about.
Oh, some pose like that. A lock. I was drawing every day at this point, so some of it's just... I'll just draw whatever's there. So that's... I think the feet, the drawings of my own feet and some of the hands. I can just see that hand's quite realistic. Whereas these look more made up. And then I just drew around a coin with the rest of it, like a big ball pit. This is Elle. She's we spent 19 hours waiting around in Copenhagen airport, waiting to fly to Bangkok. I mean, we had a little wander around, but it was only the night time, so we couldn't really go anywhere far. But it was a nice time though, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that I remember. So some things I would have just drawn on different pages further down the book, but that I remember this is Ellie's nephew's toy truck. I drew that, and then there's stuff around it. Put some fish inside it. It's a wholesome activity, isn't it? Yeah. So, definitely saw that plant somewhere. I feel like it was in an airport. That plant. Made this palatial place out of it. That's when we'd not long been in Khao Sok in Thailand, and we're just staying in this little hut, and that's why there's a mosquito net around her there. That was a nice place. This would have been our clothes hanging up on something, on a railing. We hand washed our clothes for like 3 months. This began as the outside of the hut. They had railings like this, but I fucked it up and just made this. Remember, this is from a window I drew somewhere we stayed at in Phuket. This is when you were making stuff for that poster, do you remember? What was it for?
Some gig or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like a theatre-y thing, I think, in London.
Yeah.
Remember this place where it had all these concrete tables like this? A bus stop. And that's what the landscape looked like around us where we were. Most of the time, that's what a lot of the landscape looked like. It doesn't really do much when it's just lines, but you can see all the little palm trees, and these were these really steep mountains, limestone, I think, with all the trees right at the top and everything. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, limestone mountains. More mountains. I think that's just talking about some places we stayed at. The toilet's so fucked, the door is off the hinges. You just need to hold the door in place with both hands. Like the stone before Jesus' tomb goes to the toilet. You missed out on so many details. 2 inches high, the sink or the floor. Not sure what the rest is, but it's the beginnings of Elle's writing career. I think you're talking about the water being 2 inches high, and then you're like squatting, shitting, because they wouldn't have a toilet seat, holding the door. Great places, but just some of these bars would just be run down. It's made up. Someone shaving. Who's that owl?
I don't know.
No, it's Oinky.
Oinky.
There's just
my ratings of places. Bangkok 2 out of 10.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's no offense to Bangkok. It's just it's very intense city, and we live in Liverpool, which is very mellow. And you go there, and it's just so much going on, so much traffic, and all that. Yeah, there was this pig on a beach where we were staying somewhere. Looks like you having a poop. Do you remember this place though?
Is it really?
Yeah. This is one of our favourite places. It's so nice. Just all these little huts in this wasn't an island, but it's like a peninsula that was cut off from the rest of the land because it was so mountainous. It was so nice around there. So we stayed in one of these little huts and we'd have a hammock outside. And there's Elle on that hammock. chilling. A foot. And that's kind of the inside of the place. BL sleeping there. Travel pillow, washing line. Some mosquito net. Remember one day this fucking big spider was just running along the top of this. But I got rid of it before she woke up. And then told her like a month later in a drunk confession. Didn't want to. I kept thinking she might want to get the next plane home at certain points. It's from a guest house reception in Kuala Lumpur. Oh yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just sat waiting in this place in Kuala Lumpur, so I drew that first. But do you remember it fondly?
Mm-hmm.
But this place was great. This is Bucket Lawang. I really liked it there. It was we went to this village because we knew they had wild orangutans in the area. It was so nice. This little river going through the village, and then these bridges going across, and you'd see monkeys all the time. You hear them on your roof at night and stuff. All these little huts going along it, and the people there were so nice, and not in an arse-licky way at all, which made it feel more genuine. They'd take the piss out of you a bit and stuff like that. And we saw loads of orangutans there. That was one of my favourite things we did. Even from just our accommodation, we just saw them saw a little one across the river at one point. And we got chased by a massive male one briefly at one point. It was terrifying. Colour tests. Hangman, always a good time. Hope no one. No. Thank you for watching that. That took way longer than I thought. I thought it'd be like 10 minutes for both sketchbooks, but we got this bad boy to get through. So that's going to be part 1.